Welcome back to my channel, everyone. It's Dooney Addict 615. So glad that you were able to join. I am back this Sunday with another reveal, and it's not just any reveal, it's another tote. And I mentioned the tote last week during the live, so if you were paying attention, this bag reveal will come as no surprise to you. If this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you so very much for joining the chat. I hope that you will stick around for the live stream or the premiere and participate in the chat. I'm so glad to have you here. I hope that if you enjoy what you see, that you will stick around, watch a few more videos, and consider subscribing and turning on the bell alert so that you do not miss any of my future uploads. If you are my tribe sister and you have been here before, again and again and again, thank you so very much for coming back and participating, giving me your support, your view time. It means a lot and helps the channel grow. Please be sure to hit the thumbs up and like the video as well, and engage during the premiere, during the live chat. And if you're watching this on the replay, please leave a comment. So this is going to be another battle of the totes because I'm a tote girl. But it's not going to be just a repeat of the bags or the totes that I talked about last week. So I've got to give you something new, more Florentine. And then it wouldn't be a battle if we didn't have some other contenders. So we're going to do that, and we're going to jump right in now because there is more Florentine. And for those that saw the short yesterday, you've already seen just a little bit of a teaser of the bag that I am going to reveal, although the short featured a different color. So if you are not following along with my shorts, there have been several posted from a recent visit to Dooney and Bourke. There was a preview of this bag style that was also posted on my shorts. So check out that feature whenever you get a few moments. They are really short videos, and I think that you will enjoy the content. Be sure to thumbs up those as well. All right, enough chit-chatting. We are talking about none other than the Zulily purchase from Dooney and Bourke that I mentioned on last week. It is the Florentine East-West shopper, and because we are in the fall of the year, I decided that not only was I going to pick up my holiday red cheer, but I was going to also pick up a staple. Now, this past week, what bag did I carry? I moved into the retro Russell because I had it out. And when I traveled last week, everything that I wore and packed and wore had black in it. So I was looking for a bag to switch into, so that one was out. So I moved in. But y'all know how I feel about black bags. So I'm ready to move out. And I am hoping that this is going to light my fire, because last week's bag did not. It didn't deliver. Okay. It looks like this cow has a birthmark right on the front. I can get with the birthmark because I have one that's that shade too. So, let's do a little bit of an inspection. Oh, the back of the bag is really smooth. It does have, let me see if I can rub that out. So here is the side profile. It does have a little bit of texture. It also looks like it might already be getting a little bit of a patina, and it's also got some really, really faint tiger stripes right across there. So here is the back, and I'm pleased. I'll get this all buffed out and then I'll scratch it up myself. Okay, and there's the other side. actually isn't, it's not as polished as it looked in the plastic, but I'm already in love with this bag, and here's why. It has an outside pocket. It has a secure top zipper. Y'all know that is extremely important to me. It has feet under the bottom. And perfect shoulder drop. It didn't hit my elbow. It just, from palm to shoulder, very, very easily cleared. So I am already in love with this bag over the Florentine tote that I showed you last week. The other thing is if you've been with me for a while, you know that this bag style with these open wings, so to speak, I have several bags in my collection with this feature. So we'll talk a little bit about the large zip Barlow. You know, you can zip up the sides, and if you want it a little more edgy, you can take the zippers, leave them exposed, and pop the sides out. So we're going to take a look at that one. My full price Alto bag that was inspired by my former co-worker Denise, who convinced me that carrying Alto every day, that I could do that. It didn't need to be a special occasion bag. And if you know Genoa, then you know she has the sides as well. I was not able to dig it out of my collection because it's buried someplace, but I actually picked up 2 Cambridge totes in this same style several years ago. So if you want to pause or open up another tab and do a quick Google image search for the Dooney and Bourke Cambridge, I think it's just called the Cambridge tote. It might be East-West, maybe. I think it's just the Cambridge tote. It is this silhouette. It also has an outside pocket, but it has a little bit of a tongue and loop closure because it has a little, the hardware on that front pocket is, it's like a knob that has a slit in it, so the leather tab actually can slide through to secure it. It has a great shoulder drop. That bag is a leather inside, leather out, leather tassels, leather lined, leather straps. It is a heavy, extremely well constructed bag, and I love having that bag in my collection. It holds everything. This bag, this East-West Florentine shopper, is styled after that bag. So as soon as I saw it, I knew that at least 2 of the colors were going to come home, and I debated over slate. I debated over slate because I don't know that I'll reach for that color, and it's still a bit of a chameleon color for me, so it just has not found a place in my collection. But let's take a look at this one. It has, again, Florentine, and it has the tassels, and it is, the tassels are lined in the green suede. Fingers crossed that when we open this bag, there is going to be green suede collaring the top. I don't know if it's going to have it or not. This outside pocket has a magnetic closure, and it is hefty, and the sides also gusset. So getting 2 phones, both sides gusset, by the way. I can't stand pockets that only gusset on one side. It makes it look dysfunctional. But this one gussets on both sides, so I will have no problems putting 2, maybe even 3 phones, or mask, hand sanitizer. It's not gusseted at the bottom, but the sides, both sides, do have some depth to them, so they will hold quite a bit. Let's just, got this Kate Spade here. And that will fit with no problems if you wanted to keep your wallet on, you know, easily accessible. Got a Dooney and Bourke. This is a deluxe Mo here, and that fits again, no problem. Profile is still slim. Got a Dooney and Bourke card case here. That will also fit with no problems. And then my Android phone here, get the tassels in the way, will also fit with an outer box case on it with no issues, and that's both east-west and north-south. So just a few things to kind of give you an idea of what this front pocket will hold. These straps, not crazy about the way the straps attached on the Florentine shopper last week. It's not Dooney's best strap option. I said it. It's not their best strap option because of the way the straps attach. They can cheapen the look of a bag, and that bag last week, I still feel like it needed something added to it. The Charmed by Carmen charms really help to add some oomph, some character, a little bit of personality to that bag, but it needs something. The straps didn't do anything for it. It just is kind of blah. We'll take another look at it again tonight just to make sure that you have a chance to see it in comparison. And I know from the chat last week, there were several of you that also picked up this tote. Oh, it's got so much packing on it. I'm not complaining about the packing. The Zulily box. Go watch the short so you can see how they had both bags attached. But these straps are a little bit wider, and they have a little bit more hardware to them than even the Leisure Shopper. And we're going to take a really close look at these straps and then compare them to some of my favorite straps, because I think these are my new favorite straps. Okay, so here we go with the straps. They are a little bit thicker. They are a little bit wider at the bottom. They have the better brass-ish gold hardware, not just that pin that goes through. So I like the way these attach. And if you are familiar with the various Dooney straps, the straps that have a tendency to be a little bit wider at the bottom and then taper a bit at the top, like those equestrian type straps that are mainly on some of the hobos, you know that those straps just hug your shoulder with perfection, so you're not constantly fumbling trying to get the straps adjusted or sitting them on your shoulder. I also love this strap because with it having a great shoulder drop for me, when it becomes heavier coat or puffer coat season, this is going to be less fussy than the Florentine tote that I showed you on last week. So just keep that in mind if you're in a cooler, colder climate and you're going to be in heavier outerwear and you plan to use this bag during the cooler seasons, the shorter shoulder drop, clearing it over your coats, it's going to be an issue, especially if you have fuller arms or maybe even longer arms, because it's going to do more hitting of the top of that bag as opposed to that smooth transition from the palm of your hand up to your shoulder. All right, no pocket on the back. I'm good because I have a gusseted pocket in the front. Shoulder drop. And this hardware, it is not identical to hardware that is found on the Alto bags. I got a brain freeze there. But it is very similar. And this is thick, hardy, it's thick and hardy hardware. And what I also like about this hardware is, you know, there are some bags, hardware, where you can actually see where the screw attaches on the side. And you already know that as that wears, that screw is going to start gradually coming loose. And then at some point, you're going to have strap issues. You're going to need a cobbler. You're going to need hardware replaced. This bag, I mean, it is like infinity hardware there. Let me show you on this side. There is no place for you to see a screw. Now, I don't know how it attaches. It is some, you know, witchcraft here in October, Halloween, but there is no place for this hardware to loosen up, and I like that about these straps. All right, it also has a tassel, Florentine tassel, that can be taken off, it can be moved, it can be placed on other bags. Whatever you want to do with that Florentine tassel, if you want to remove it, then so be it. I keep my tassel on because it does add just a little bit more personality to the bag. This bag has the extended zipper pull, so if you wanted to use this as an open tote, you could, because the flaps will lay flat, but it does not have any green suede. So that is a little disappointing. I know it would only be under, you know, the flaps, but I kind of wish it had the Florentine, the green suede. Dust cover. Tons of packing. This is in the color Natural Florentine, so it is going to get darker with use from the oils from my hand, from the sunlight, just from daily use. It has the SDS, so a slip and a zip on the back wall, and then 2 slip pockets on the front wall, both of which are collared in leather so that they are easy to find the tops. And then there is also a key keeper. And look at how roomy. Oh, this bag is screaming to me, move in and fill me up. I have a large Florentine zip around wristlet that I am going to dig out for this bag. I also have this Madewell pouch still handy that's a little bit darker, but I've got some stuff. Let's just see what it will hold. So that's a pouch. There's a card case. There's the Kate Spade. There's another wallet. Another card, a wallet, another wallet, another card case, a cosmetic. No, you wouldn't use all of this at one time, but I'm trying to show you capacity. If you wanted to put your laptop in here, you wouldn't have any problem with that. There's another cosmetic. Here we go with a Noe pop-up. Put that goodness, I have room. I have room for so much more. This is a big tote. Should I have picked up another color? Ooh, maybe I should have picked up another color, because this bag is holding a ton of items. Now, let's see about weight, because the Florentine can get heavy. I assume it's a little bit lighter because there's not the extra suede. Even with all of those accessories inside, even though they're empty, I can feel a little bit of weight added to the bag. But what I don't fear yet is having to navigate like the Atlanta airport with this bag, because it's got a good shoulder drop. And did you see where the straps actually kind of have that puffer center here? It's not just a flat strap. It's actually got some beveling, so it's gonna hug and hold. I love it. I was kind of hoping that these bags would, I don't know, fill the gap that was left after last week's reveal, and I am pleased. Now, I don't remember last week putting all of these things in the Florentine tote to see if it would hold everything. Maybe I should do that tonight, just from a capacity standpoint. But this bag still has a ton of room left. Oh, I guess I'm letting everything slide out. But it would not have any problem with my large Pelicans organizer. It may even have some extra space. So if it's cosmetics, card cases, bottles of water, laptops, iPads, you're going to have tons of space, not to mention the outside storage capacity, so that you're not constantly fussing around looking for your phone, your hand sanitizer. Those kinds of things can be placed in the outside pocket. Okay, so I'm in love. Let's see how this bag compares to some other bags in my collection that have this similar winged out silhouette, because I really, really like this style. It just keeps the bag from being so blah, right? It's not like the, well, let's just start. Let me do something really quick. So that you can see the difference. I should have done this before, but I just thought about it. Bear with me 2 seconds. Okay, so this is my Monogram Brown Florentine large zip Barlow. It has it does touch the top of my elbow. So puffer coats, regular coats, no coat, sleeveless, these straps could stand to be 1/4 to 1/2 inch longer. Florentine East West doesn't need that. All right, so here is the side by side with the Barlow zip. So no edgy exposed zippers, no pop out sides, just so that you can kind of get a feel for the size comparison. I do feel like the East-West shopper is larger, and that's not even because of the pop out. I'm just talking about from a capacity standpoint, this bag is going to hold more. The Barlow has more organization because it has 2 outside pockets, right? These here on the outside. I'm not sure what I still have. This bag hasn't been cleaned out. But it has a deep capacity, but it's not super long. But then once you pop the zippers out, I love that red zipper tape and the trimming on that Monogram Brown. I'm so glad that Dooney brought that back, at least for a while, because Monogram is my black. let's zip this down, pop the sides out, and this is a shape-shifting bag. So we now have the wings popped out, got a little bit more edge to it because you got the gold zipper and the red zipper tape. You have the zipper tabs hanging. Oh, it's just scrumptious. All right, so here we go. All right, and I'm going to unpack this bag because I want to be able to flip it and do all of the things to make sure that I can get some good comparators without all of the accessories being dumped out everywhere. So I'm just going to stick all of these things out because it had a ton of things in there. Okay, differences between the two. Better shoulder drop, clears the elbow test. This one barely clears the test. This one is going to be more comfortable under a puffer coat. This one's going to be fussy. I do like the way the straps attach on both of these bags. I love this infinity braid with the gold O-rings. Just love the look of that as opposed to having the straps actually attach or pass through the leather. You've got the hardware. Two outside pockets here and here, again with snap closure. Same snap closure, front pocket, and it gussets on both sides. Okay. Both bags have wings, but this one shape shifts because if you want it closed, if you want a different profile, then you just pull the zippers up. Here we go with the bags dimensions. Let's see here. All right. Oh. Okay. Oh. This never gets easier. Okay. So the East-West tote, shopper tote, is definitely longer. The butt is wider. You've got 5 feet, 4 feet here. So there are some pros to both of these bag styles, including the extra organization, the extra feet in the center. You've got standard Dooney setup. You do have the green suede, which is actually helping to ensure that this side panel, you know, it just gets better with time. The leather softens. It's backed by the suede. It's just going to make it a lot easier from a wear standpoint. You're not going to see the wear as quickly. So again, shape shifting. It's kind of a 2-for-1. And this one has the permanent wings on the outside. So between these two, let me know in the comments or in the chat, which of these bags do you like? Do you prefer? Do you have either of them in your collection? And what do you think of this as a comparison? I really like this. I like this as a comparator. Okay, so let's take another look at, shall we go with last week's bag, which is the red Florentine tote. Okay. Just not excited about this one. You can definitely see a size difference. Shoulder drop. Dooney and this shoulder drop. This one is just not good. And I don't know that it would be any better if I were bare shouldered today. That's going to be fussy. And if you've got, you know, clothes that are prone to being pulled or that, anyway. All right, so look at how these straps attach. It is a thinner gold hardware, and it just doesn't add anything extra to the bag. Now, I do like the fact that the straps will lay flat if you need them to, but I wouldn't have wanted the same hardware on both bags, although that would have been a better option. I just don't know what other hardware would have worked, because I don't want the O-rings, because the O-rings would be similar to, oh my goodness, what is the bag? It's not the Tulip. I have Tulip here to show you. I've carried it a few times for Christmas, and I'm completely drawing a blank. Crap. I'll try to remember to annotate it if I have time. But this doesn't have any outside organization, no pockets, 4 feet, so they both have the same number of feet. Zipper top. This one does not lay flat. It does not have the extender. The zipper is just going to be open and exposed. This one is boring in comparison. Maybe I should have brought the other color in so you could see them side by side. This one does have a little bit of a base. It probably needs it, especially because of the way they shipped it flat. It's not standing up, but it's not enough of a detail, in my opinion, for it to compete with this one. The tassel, this one needs a charm from Carmen. Still not completely happy with this one. Okay, so the next bag is, let's take a look at the Tulip again. And no comparison, I don't think. What do you think? The shapes are a little bit different. Straps attached completely different. The profile is different. The top is shaped similarly because of the way the Tulip, you know, kind of flares out at the top. It has a deeper butt than the Shopper, but the Shopper has the length. That's pretty significant difference in the length. So, depth, length, shoulder drop, no comparison. Okay. These straps are going to be, you're going to have to do that little magic trick to kind of, I don't know, crisscross them to try to get them to stay. That's not going to work. These don't have to be fussed with. These are going to be an absolute pain. All right. I'm not spending a lot of time on that bag because I'm still not sold on it. I need a good red bag that is going to make me ooh and ah. And the red version of this is probably going to be my next best option. All right, so now let's look at tried and true, the Leisure Shopper. So this is in Saffiano. This is the bag that I purchased after my Henry Bendel Bowery tote started to ravel on the straps and the leather started to peel. I didn't send it in, still have not sent it in for any kind of repair, but this one was available from Dooney. The Bowery has good pockets. It also has kind of a similar shape, but this has been my go-to, and so much that now I actually have popped stitches on this strap, but I popped the stitches. And it's actually 2, 4. Looks like it's about 4 stitches that have popped here. I have worn this bag out, and the straps are so soft. I need to send it in for repair, but I'm not there yet. Okay. Oh, Leisure still has the much better shoulder drop. And now that these straps are really soft, once this bag has my contents in it, it gets weighted down just enough so that I'm not fussing with these straps. That's another reason I don't want them to replace the strap. I want them to repair the stitches. I'm afraid that they, in the repair process, may put new straps on, and then I'm gonna have to start this whole, you know, slight patina process over again, and I'm gonna have to break the straps back in, and I really do not want to have to do that. I know, first world problems, right? Okay, so this bag, these straps are everything. I think everyone in the community that has this bag is pleased with the shoulder drop, the way these straps hold and hug, and the way that the straps attach. Hardware is minimal, so it helps to keep the weight of this bag low, because it does have the corner pieces from with Sierra leather. The bottom is leather, which is going to help with the durability. It does make the bag a little bit boxier, but I'm sure you've seen tons of bags on the resale market where they talk about corner wear. And even though this bag has been worn to death, there is no, it's not, you know, it's not the corner wear that I've seen on some other bags. Yes, you can see where the Sierra is, you know, taking the brunt, but it's not popped through. It could probably be just cleaned up a little bit. Man, it is hard to be a leisure shopper. And the fact that these straps don't need to be adjusted. The way they attach, they just move easily. Not showing any wear around the straps and the leather moving, you know, against each other as you're, you know, using the bag. This bag is so hard to compete against. If you're any other bag, it is hard to compete against this leisure shopper. And that's the Greta ones or the Saffiano ones with the corner pieces. Dooney just did this one right. All right. Clearly, I'm a fan of these straps. These are good. This is better. Good, better. All right. So here we go side by side. Saffiano, Florentine. I do have a Florentine. I have 1 or 2 Florentine leisure shoppers. I need to dig those out. This one, the Florentine, they really have about the same weight. And I'm sure it's because the leisure shopper has this extra Sierra leather. And the Sierra is a hardy, dense leather. That's why it's used for the protection of the corners, but it's also going to add a little bit of weight to the bag. So these two feel about the same to me. The Saffiano might be just a smidgen lighter in weight, but again, the Sierra leather adds some so that there's not a significant weight difference. Okay, these straps. So these are the beloved, and I just want to compare these straps for you. Okay. So the leisure straps are completely flat. Just look at that from a profile. You can see the stitches, but it is a completely flat strap. And it's not a thin, it's not super thin. It's not Coach strap thin. I said it. but it is Dooney's thinner strap. This strap is thicker. Let me just kind of see if I can get them. See the difference in that? This is, okay, let's see here. Okay. This is the leisure strap. This is the shopper. And you can tell, even from the side profile, the glazing is thicker. And can you see that little lift there in the center where it's raised? Because again, flat, and this has just a little bit of, I don't want to say that it's padded, because I don't think there's a layer in between the bottom and the top where this glaze is. But whatever the technique is in finishing this strap, it does have a little bit of a puff to it, and it makes this strap just, I think it's going to make it a little bit sturdier than this one. Now, I love this strap. I'm wearing these straps out. The strap drop, the strap thickness, this all works. I'm not complaining about this strap, but there is a difference. But I do think that I can really adjust to this strap. It may even be better straight out the package than trying to break the leisure shopper straps in. That may be what I'm feeling here, is that these are comfortable and are staying in place straight out the packaging. The leisure shopper straps needed to be broken in. Now, they've been broken in. I've got a few that are broken in now, but I think that's the difference between the two. So that's where we're going to leave that. Okay, what do you think? Straps, strap drop, hardware, lack thereof, the zipper. This one folds flat because it has the extender. This one also flat from an extender. Outside pocket, no pocket. SDS, no suede. And this is Saffiano Florentine. No corner pieces, 4 feet reinforced, 4 feet reinforced, and again, it has the Sierra trim. Okay, so last week, I also talked, I didn't actually talk about it because I couldn't find it, and I thought, oh, here it is. Hold, please. Okay, so last week, if you watched the live stream, I indicated that I felt like the Florentine Tote might have been similar in size to the large Maxine. Well, I dug large Maxine out as a comparator to the Florentine, but I feel like I need to go back and kind of tie up that comparison from last week for those that maybe were curious about what the look was like. Now, the hardware on these bags is the same. The straps are different, but these straps are actually similar in style to the leisure shopper. So this is the large Maxine with the double tassels. These can also be removed. And this is the tote, the Florentine tote from last week. Okay? Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So, all right, we're going to do this again. See, it has the leisure. These are actually a smidgen shorter than the leisure because the leisure absolutely doesn't touch my elbow at all. But when I start thinking about coats and puffers, Maxine just got elevated. I know it took a little bit for me to kind of, you know, I gave a hard critique of this bag when I first carried it. It didn't carry to me initially like a large. I moved out of this bag, moved into a bag that was smaller, and then all of a sudden this one really did display the capacity of being a larger tote. But I still think that, let's see. Okay. No outside pocket here. Back pocket. Okay. Don't you think they look similar in size? Better shoulder drop, shorter shoulder drop. They both have the same kind of cubed hardware, but this one has the leisure style of strap. It's not going through the leather, but this is the way that the leisure strap is designed. And I say it like that's the only bag that they use them on, but that's not the case. But just wanted to point that out. Okay, so from a size standpoint, oh my goodness, I wish they had not shipped that flat. Okay, oh, need to clean the bottom of that. All right, so the Maxine, maybe these bags are the same size. Let's see here. From a length standpoint, let me get the seams lined up. They actually are the same length, and let's see, depth. Based on the curves at the bottom of Maxine, I would say that Maxine actually is a little bit larger, because Maxine bows out just a little bit on the side where the tote doesn't do that. Oh my goodness, I need to get this cleaned up. Do I have any wipes in here? I'm gonna have to get a wipe. This is gonna drive me crazy. But this, I think it's similar in size. It's got a better organization because of course you've got this huge outside pocket, and it doesn't gusset, but it's large enough that it actually has some give. Or maybe I just finally carried it enough that I got a little bit of stretch in the leather. It has the SDS setup as well. The zipper tops are the same. No flap here. No flap here. Okay, wait. Take these out. Take these out. I want to see. They are the same length at the top, same length at the bottom. I'm going to say they're the same depth, but I want to see if there's any difference in the height. Hold, please. Let me move some of these accessories out of the way so I can get a flat surface here. And they're the same height. So shoulder drop aside, now I'm wondering if after I carry this bag, if I will go back and feel like I do about large Maxine. If it will actually, I might actually like this one a little bit better because Maxine has this taper, so she's much wider at the top than she is at her base. Whereas the Florentine Tote only tapers slightly. So it's a little, while it's wider at the top, it's a little bit more consistent in the dimensions bottom to top than the Maxine. Maxine does like the Tulip Shopper where it kind of, you know, flower pots or bows out at the top. So now I'm a little bit more intrigued about the capacity of this bag. Still gonna need some decoration, right? She needs to play dress up, But I do think that now that I've compared the two, one, that my handbag eye was spot on last week when I thought about it being similar to Maxine, and now that I have them side by side, I may have to come back and do an update on this bag. I think it may have just gotten me a little bit more excited. All right, so now we are back to the main bag that we're talking about, and well, let me put Tote down. Let me get Maxine back. Okay, all right, so here we go. All right, let's do this. Okay. See how the shapes, even though this one is in the design, I mean, there, you know, this one seems to flare out more. The silhouettes are similar. Front pocket, back pocket. Let's check these shoulder drops. I think I like. No issues. Okay. But that really shouldn't be a surprise. These are the leisure straps. That, you know. All right. They both have zipper tops. The difference is extender. It's going to lay flat. You could use this as an open tote, or you can expand so that you get the full big mouth capacity so that you can see everything down in your bag, including 55 accessories if you wanted to put those down in there, your laptop, etc. And I probably should have pulled my small laptop to see if it would fit, because, you know, sometimes bags don't quite. Anyway, let's take a look at these dimensions. Okay, so the tote is slightly longer, just barely longer. It is also longer at the top. Let me see about the depth. Goodness, I'm gonna need to get some, wipe this bottom off. Okay, so yes, it is slightly longer. The tote is slightly longer, and the depth, dare I say, the depth is the same. Huh. Okay, both have SDS, front pocket, back pocket. Back pocket is not secure. Front pocket is secure here, and it gussets. So these capacities, I am pleased with the capacity of both Maxine and the Florentine East-West Shopper, and now I'm even more curious about the Florentine tote. So let's take a look now at the bag shape. Do I have one more? I thought I had another one. Do we need to take a look at Russell? Let's do Russell. Let's do Russell. Since I recently carried this Russell, let's just take a look at this one. Ooh. Okay. I think there's a theme to the shapes and what I'm looking for in these bags, because I've been a long time fan of Russell. We already know that the shoulder drop on Russell sucks, and the rolled handles are going to be difficult, but they're there. These straps will lay flat. You don't ever want your Russell straps to lay down flat. They both have pockets. So this is a front pocket, zipper, back pocket. Both have the Florentine patch, tassel, luggage tag. They both have the SDS. The Russell has 3 snaps from a closure standpoint, and it does have the green suede, which the East-West shopper does not. From a length standpoint, let's see here. Oh, baby. Oh, wait a minute now. Okay, Russell is, just a little longer. I'm going to love this bag. Russell is also deeper, but it's giving Russell a run for its money. It is not significantly longer, but Russell is deeper. Russell is deeper. Russell and Leisure are just hard to beat when it comes to a bag comparison, and it just is what it is. I've got 2 more bags to compare. One is the Monogram Tote, because again, I didn't want to do exact same bags as last week, but I did want you to see how it compares, because I know that both are available right now and you might not want to buy both bags, so you really need to see the difference. So front pocket, the Monogram Tote could have front or back pocket. Coated canvas, Florentine leather, 4 feet reinforced, leather Florentine tassel. This one has the DB hardware. Zipper top closure on both. And they both have the extender, so you could use the Monogram Tote as well as an open tote, and you don't have to worry about, the zipper scratching, scraping, all of that good stuff. Same as the Florentine Tote, the East-West shopper, I'm sorry. Let's do these straps. Did you see it? This strap drop is actually just a little bit longer than the tote, than the shopper. Just a little, like maybe a quarter of an inch. No, because they're not the same. All right. They both though are. No, I can transition. This one is going to be better with the puffer coat because it's just got a little bit more room. It's got a little bit more room. And then let's take a look at length and depth. Let's get this popped out here. Okay. All right. Uh-oh. Let's talk about capacity. Oh. Y'all, this is not easy. Let's try it this way. All right, let's do this. Okay. Ooh. I think this Monogram Tote is just a little bit longer and a little bit deeper. And the shoulder drop is just a little bit better. Outside zipper pocket, front gusset pocket, little bit lighter weight because there is significantly less hardware on this bag, including the fact that you can take the charm, the DB charm off, which is going to also take a little bit of weight off of it. For those that don't like the red cotton twill lining, one, I don't know what is wrong with you because it is the best in my opinion. But the Florentine has the red cotton twill, no Florentine And the Monogram has the light gingham, the light colored linen gingham interior. Huh. Well. I did not see that one coming. Look at that. Oh. You're going to make me pull your other colors out. Okay. That was a surprise. I didn't foresee the Florentine losing that round. Didn't see it. But for the grand finale, let's see how this bag does against Alto. So the ultimate battle of Florentine versus Alto. Okay. Oh, this baby right here. Okay. I don't know how you're gonna do, Florentine. All right, so this is the ultimate battle because this is the bag that started this whole shape thing for me. It has a bubble or beveled outside pocket. This pocket actually is kind of the, what shall we call it? The nemesis for the Reese, that bubble bag. If you're not familiar, go out, Google images of the Dooney and Bourke Reese. So that's what this pocket is kind of giving. Shoulder drop is not great. But once that bag gets up on my shoulder, I don't have to do a lot of fussing with it, even though the shoulder drop is short. That being said, I would prefer a longer shoulder drop. But I paid full price for this one. And I have loved it well. Okay. It does have a front pocket. You see the little tab closure. Florentine also has front pocket. The more I move this bag around, the more I am dinging it up. It's getting all kinds of love marks. All right. Nothing on the back of either bag. This one has the Florentine tassel. This one has the hardware charm. Where Giovanna goes rogue and really has secured her place in my collection as a forever bag are these outside pockets. This bag is probably the reason that the Henry Bendel Bowery tote got so much love and why I was so disappointed when that bag didn't work out, because it has outside pockets like this one. So when I'm traveling, all of the things that I reach for and need most often, I don't even have to go inside the bag for. So I love, 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 love this bag. It was worth every penny. Now, zipper does not extend significantly, but it does open still pretty wide. No cotton twill lining. It is raw suede lined on the interior. And it has the old school cell phone pocket. It has a zipper pocket. And then no organization on the front wall. It does have in the back pocket a card slot. 4 feet under the bottom. And this bag is everything to me. I love the hardware. This hardware is similar to the hardware that is on the Florentine, but it is thicker and chunkier. So not like overboard, but let me show you the difference between the two. Okay. Right. that. Okay. So you see this hardware here, Florentine. See how this is just a little bit thinner and a little shorter. This hardware is a little thicker in its profile, and it's more east-west, so it's more rectangular, where this is a bit more square. Okay. Ooh, you're gonna make me move into you. I love this bag. Okay, so let's get back to the comparison. All right, better shoulder drop. Dare I say this even has the better outside front pocket because it's going to gusset and I can get 2 phones in there. This one is tapered and bubbled at the bottom. Maybe 1 phone, definitely not 2. Both have secure zip top closures, but this one also has the open exposed pockets. That's a win. Easy access. And then let's take a look at the dimensions. So right off the bat, I can tell you that Giovanna has a bigger butt. She is sticking out 2 fingers wider at the bottom than the Florentine tote. But the length, let's see here. Let's check the length. Okay. So Giovanna has the depth, but it does look like the Florentine has just a smidging more length. So length, depth, shoulder drop, better organization. They both have 4 feet. Lined, suede lined, so raw interior, full price, forever bag, on sale. I would dare not put my laptop or even my tablet in this bag. This one I would throw both and wouldn't think anything else about it. So this last one, I think, is the ultimate matchup because these are both Dooney's premium leathers and lines. So let me know what you think. I appreciate the fact that you stuck around and looked at this battle of the bags for the Florentine East-West Shopper. There were several bags that I showed tonight that for me, it was a draw. Or there was an outright winner. Outright winner changed my mind about the capacity of this one. This was the sneaker. I did not expect this one to win against the Florentine. Russell, I'm not even going to pull back out because we already know it's Russell, right? It's forever. The Tulip is no competition, even though it's Florentine. There's no competition between these two. I'm gonna pick this one every time, especially because of the shoulder drop, the outside pocket. Yeah. Maxine is definitely closer than I thought. Front pocket, back pocket, shoulder drops are both amazing. And then the Saffiano Leisure Shopper. Oh, if there are 4 bags, so Russell, Giovanna, all of my leisure shoppers, and now this Florentine East-West Shopper, I can definitely see where this one has a place. I probably should have pulled out my East-West. There's another Florentine East-West Chelsea. But I'll have to do that another time. Thank you so very much for sticking around. I hope you have an amazing week. Please leave a comment, thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed, please do so. Share this video with another bag enthusiast that frequently shops bags so that they can see these comparisons. And save this video so the next time you are in the market for a tote, you can come back to this as a library resource so that you can see the bags side by side. Thank you so very much for watching. Until next time, I do hope you find something that feeds your addiction. Take care.